A neighborhood in Charlotte seems to lose power more than others, and it's not always because of a storm. Duke Energy made some major changes to try to combat this almost a decade ago.
But neighbors told us that the outages have continued. Action 9 attorney Jason Stujanki investigates why and what you should know no matter where you live.
Duke told me it tracks numbers, but by circuit, not by neighborhood. And the two circuits that serve Cotswold also serve other areas. So maybe this part of town loses power more than most, maybe not. But for the people living here, it sure feels that way. All's well on this day in Cotswold, more specifically Sherwood Forest. Streets like Nottingham and Robin Hood. But at any given moment...
But the power goes out not just for storms. If it's cold, hot, if it's a nice day, if it's a cloudy day.
And people here told me the power can stay out.
12 hours became 18, 18 became 24.
And then you think about all the kind of the downstream impacts related to that. It impacts your ability to get ready for school. Food starts to spoil.
So, I have to be able to go to work and, do my job.
Sarah Greer is a nurse.
So I've had some occasions where I have to go to work that night, but we have no power.
Duke Energy says the main cause of power outages anywhere, trees. Limbs come down, take out power lines. Of course, a lot of neighborhoods have trees. But Duke says here's the difference with Cotswold. Most neighborhoods have either power lines along the street or underground. Sherwood Forest has a lot of the poles in backyards, immersed in the trees. And it can be a recipe for trouble.
A smaller branch, for example, falls on a line in a customer's backyard, and that causes an outage.
Duke says they are constantly improving technology to identify trouble spots better.
We have other much more robust software that our teams are using for that.
And that they're using newer tech to restore power faster. Two examples in Cotswold, remote restoration. That's where Duke workers in control centers switch people to different lines when power goes out. And what's called self-healing technology.
So that automatically reroutes power.
Plus, Duke told me they used to trim trees not just in Sherwood Forest, but everywhere on a set schedule, a rotation. Not anymore.
We recently changed that trimming frequency. We now do that based on the circuit performance and just the needs of the area. So we're looking at it much more frequently than we used to.
In fact, the company says they're starting a major project in Sherwood Forest now.
We do anticipate that will clear up a lot of the issues there.
If that doesn't work, they can always turn to other measures.
Like undergrounding, like moving the backlot infrastructure.
But that tends to be a last resort because of how expensive it is.
You pay your taxes and you just expect a certain amount of reliability of the electric grid here that you just don't get here.
Douglas Edwards says he broke down and bought a backup generator.
Oh, I'm not going to say on camera how much it was, but it was a lot.
He says 5 figures.
The fact that we had to make a very significant purchase because of something that we would expect would be there on a reliable basis not being there.
But you can count on one thing. If Duke resolves this, these homeowners won't take it for granted.
And boy, when that thing lights back up, boy, do you feel like the king of the world.
And you may be wondering whether you can get your utility to pay for spoiled food and other damages when the power goes out. North and South Carolina don't have laws forcing utilities to reimburse you, but you should still submit a claim to your power company. If they say no, try your homeowners or renter's insurance. It's worth a shot. And if you're thinking of suing the utility for your losses, some customers have actually won in other states over the years, but it's hard. You usually have to prove your utility was grossly negligent or worse. In Cotswold, Jason Stujanki, Channel 9 Eyewitness News.